Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. All right, so I do have one final topic to cover on today's show. All right, and this concerns something that happened this morning. That I don't know anything about. Once again, as you guys know, I am a relative newcomer to a lot of things on the internet. I've stayed out of a lot of stuff. Okay, over the years. I'm a relative newcomer when it comes to various different things. And one of the things that I'm a newcomer to is what they're calling the sector, whatever. But apparently these people in this sector, they talk about me a lot. And it's funny because I know nothing about these people whatsoever. I have no involvement with any of them. It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't be less involved. Yet these people always try to like bring me up or involve me in a negative way. All right. So this morning, in my timeline, there's a tweet from this person, Anton. In light of falling revenue, COG has been inspired by They Call Me DSP to implement some of his begging tactics. Now, I don't know who COG is. I literally don't know COG at all. Like, if there was a stone on the ground sitting right there, I might think that's COG. I really have no clue who this person is. Never seen them before. Never spoken with them. Never watched their content. Never talked about them until this very moment. Correct? Okay, fair enough. So here is something from their Discord. Because you can tell that this is Discord because they're tagging everyone, and that's a Discord tag right there. So here's what this person, COG, has to say about me. I watched a DSP clip today, instantly laughed, but I'm also doing a one-day thing today inspired by DSP's grifting. Gonna make a dono throne for the top donor just for today. God, this is funny watching him beg someone to dethrone a $2 top donor. Okay? Okay. So, who is COG? Well, if you actually check the timeline, all right, and you look at people tweeting about this guy, to say the least, it's not flattering. People are basically saying that this guy is on his last legs, that at one point he was a creator who got a lot of attention and had like basically he was someone who had a lot of success. But now apparently that's all ended, right? Like, basically his streams don't make money anymore. No one really pays attention. Someone in this line of like tweets, someone's like, yeah, so I caught up with COG, and he literally gets like 1 to 2 interactions per post anywhere. Like, rather it's in his Discord, on social media, like this guy has no interaction whatsoever. No one pays attention to him at all. Yet this is what he used to do for a living. So it's like, this is pretty much the end for him. Like, he's completely irrelevant at this point, right? So I read this. So someone tweeted this to me. You see, I'm in there. I'm involved, right? So I take a look at it, and I'm like, let me put it this way, okay? I don't necessarily think that this is like a big slam or anything, right? But here's the funny part about him saying this, correct? I just had the 2 most successful months of the last like 5 years. You understand that? I made bank back in August and even September, a month away from having that Kino Casino push. Them being on vacation, not getting any real big collabs or anything. I had a really good month in September as well. It was up from what I normally would have for a normal month for myself, right? So I'm coming off of some of the best months that I've had in ages. I'm successful. I'm talking about being able to buy a new streaming PC because I can afford it now. I've done all these crazy upgrades to my setup. We're talking about all this stuff. So he's laughing because I said it's funny watching him beg someone to dethrone a $2 top donor. Hello, it works. What you do is you hype your stream up in a positive way to make people want to contribute, because then they get hyped for it. For example, literally right now, we have 366 viewers. We have 74 likes. Let's get that to 100 likes right now. Like, what's holding us back from having 100 likes? Nothing. Click the like button. It's easy. It's free. It helps this channel a lot. If you're here to enjoy the podcast, which most of you are, I'm not sure you're not all pocket watching a-holes who hate me, right? Please click the like button right now. Let's get it to 100 likes, right? Our top super chat of the day is an $8 super chat from I'm Troublesome. Let's get someone to dethrone I'm Troublesome and get a new person to sit atop that throne and get recognition to be the top contributor. Let's get someone to tip. Right now we have $2 in tips, a measly $2 for the king. We could do better than that. We could absolutely do better than that. Right now, let's get a tip to be the top tipper. That's above $2. Okay. So what is wrong with what I just did exactly? Ha ha ha. This is funny watching him beg someone. Am I sitting here saying, please, please send me your dollars, please. I'm destitute. I'm on the street. I'm going to be living in a cardboard box if you don't send me $2. What is he talking about? It's called being a hype man. It's called getting a positive show together, getting people amped for your content, getting your audience wanting to support it by just mentioning they can contribute. This is different than sitting here and begging, oh, I need to pay for something now. Please send me the monies for it. What are you talking about, right? The guy is a fucking moron, right? Like, what is he talking about here? Again, I'm coming off of my 2 most successful months in years. People are talking about DSP. They want involvement with DSP. I've got people who want me on their shows. I've got crossovers going on. I got interviews lining up. Like, what kind of criticism is this? If you are someone who is failing, your views are failing, your support is failing, right? Then you should probably try to learn from your betters, correct? Right? You should try to like, oh, this is something that works for someone else, right? Why would you laugh at the tactic that works? Instead, you should try to adopt it or learn it. And it sounds like this is what he's going to do. He says, oh, for a one-day thing, I'm going to do a dono throne for the top donor. So I'm curious, did he do it? How much money did he make? Like $1, right? So, so here's my response tweet to it this morning. Someone who is miserable and failing should seek to emulate those who are successful. Indeed, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. It's true. If he's saying, oh, I'm going to copy that, right? It basically means he knows it works. So then why are you trying to make fun of it? It doesn't work when you're failing and you're trying to make fun of someone else who's successful. You have to make fun of someone who, like, it's effective. You know what I'm saying? This is not effective because no one likes you. No one supports you now. So for you to criticize someone else who's doing something that works, it doesn't work. Your criticism is invalid. You just look like a jackass, right? So, again, these are the interactions I'm getting now. It's like we had the Ethan Ralph shit. And by the way, I didn't even follow up on that. We will in a second. Ethan Ralph completely pussied out. He said he was going to do a fuck Phil festival. He literally said, I'm going to do a fuck Phil festival, triple F. And it's going to be on September 27th. And we're going to have guests. And we're going to have all this stuff going on. And we're going to fuck Phil. The 27th rolls on. And he's just streaming. And he's high as shit again. Like on his Percocets or whatever he pops. And there's people asking him, dude, you said that today was the fuck Phil festival. Like what's going on? And he's like, oh, that would take too much effort. I'd actually have to line up guests. And I'd have to schedule things. And I'd have to do this and that. And everyone's like, yeah, that's the point. Like, you work to make content that people want to see, and then they'll come and support it. So what you're saying is you don't want to work any effort into anything. You're just a lazy lump of shit. So you talked big, and then once again, you backed out. Seems like a running pattern with this fucking guy, right? He talked massive shit about me, and then he completely pussied out of everything because he's a coward and he's a fucking no-life loser who doesn't have the ability to actually get anything going, right? So what I mean? This is the level of people in this sector at this point. And it's like, wow, this is what I have to deal with if I try to deal with these people, huh? So it's like, you know, some people even said, why bring up COG? Because it's something to do. Listen, as you can tell, we're not going to dwell on this very long. I had a bunch of contributions that just came in that I need to shout out. Yeah, I don't really understand it. Like, why, if you're already unsuccessful, if you're failing, why then would you try to criticize someone who's doing better than you and joke about, I'm going to adopt the topic? No, you actually should just like do what I'm doing if you want to make bank because it works. People get excited for positivity on the stream. Do you get it? It's a positive thing to say, I unseated someone who was a top contributor. Now I get recognition for it. That's a good positive thing. So what are you doing? Because obviously what you're doing doesn't work, which is why everyone says you're a failing, miserable failure and your content sucks, right? All right. Enough of that nonsense. Okay. So now we got shout outs, my friends. We got a tip. As I said, ask and you shall receive. I said, let's get someone to unseat the top tipper, and we got it right now. Right? Okay. I received a $5 super chat from Cave T, who says Cog also did a video where he was pretending to be his own wife cooking dinner for him. What? The fuck? You see what I mean? When you delve into the sector, I take my toe, my tippy toe, right? And I poke my toe into it. And I'm like, ooh, what's this? And every time I do this, people tell me the most ridiculous shit. I don't even know if I should believe it or not. Because the stories are so ridiculously over the top wild that I don't even know what to believe. Like, why would he have dressed up? That doesn't even make sense. Why would he have dressed up as his own wife? I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's continue. Yes, Jade, welcome back. I just noticed Jade is back. Jade is back from his trip to the convention on the weekend. Welcome back, Jade. As you can see, we jumped the gun. We started Halloween early here on DSP Gaming. We got new animations. We got new decorations. We got all kinds of new stuff going on. Good stuff. Okay. The Cog guy is claiming I blocked him on Twitter X. If I did, I have no idea, like, who he is. Like I said, this is my first interaction with this guy. I don't know nothing about him. So very well, in the past, he might have, like, tried to shitpost me, and I didn't know who he was, and I just blocked him. But I didn't actively block him today or anything. I don't even know what his account is. Look, this post, this is all I know of him. And this post is someone quote tweeting this Discord. Like, I don't even know what his X account is. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, if you're an asshole A-log and piece of shit, I probably blocked you on X just like I blocked everyone else who's an asshole A-log and piece of shit, right? Because I want to deal with your bullshit. Andy with a $10 Canadian super chat says Cog shits in a bucket as he has no working toilet. Oh! I'm sorry. I can't get. That's only 1/4 of the message. He shits in a bucket because he doesn't have a working toilet. This guy, he's coming at me. He's criticizing me for saying, let's get a bigger donation than a $2 tip. But he shits in buckets. Here's Philly. This is insane. Yo, the sector is wild. Scully says, don't you have a broken bathroom? I have 3 bathrooms in my home because it's a nice house. One of the toilets is broken. The other 2 work. What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Are you ready? Cog shits in a bucket as he has no working toilet. By the way, this is Andy. Andy, is this Andy from Kino Casino? Because it's Canadian. Is this actual Andy Worski? Or is this another Andy? I'm confused. Because Andy also, there was an Andy who gifted memberships the other day. But I don't know if this is actual Andy from the show or not. If it is, cool. I didn't even know that. So, he's Cog shits in a bucket. He has no working toilet. He has a Pokemon called Dan. His moment in the sun was when he went with Dan in Portugal after Ralph and gave the Rage Pig a beatdown. So, wait. So that video of him that we saw on Twitter of Ethan Ralph getting beat up was his friend? His friend beat up Ralph? Oh my goodness. Well, there you go. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know if that's really Andy or not, but thank you, Andy, for the super chat and for the revelations about Cog, who I know nothing about, and now I'm starting to learn about. Just like Ethan Ralph, I'm just starting to learn about it, right? God. Cave Teeth just did a $5 super chat. I believe Cog was actually seething about you having 3 toilets. He's mad that no one donated for his toilet. What? He actually asked. I'm so confused. So Cave Teeth did a super chat. So wait, Cog actually did a fundraiser for his toilet and no one donated to fix his toilet? Is that what you're saying? Wait, what? So he actually went on a stream and he said, please, everyone watching, there's probably like 4 people, please, everyone watching, my toilet's busted and I really have to take a shit. Please donate so I can take a shit. And no one gave him turd contributions? No one? Oh my lord. This is going a wild direction. I was not expecting this conversation to go in this direction. I thought that we were just going to respond to the tweet and we'd be on. But this is getting crazy now. All right, so Andy did another super chat and says, there, I have now sent you the total amount of donos that Cog makes in an entire month. Dab on the benefit scrounging loser. It's Andy with the subs, not Worski. So you are not Andy Worski, but you're the same Andy that gifted the memberships. Thank you. Thank you for that. Because someone was saying that you were Andy Worski, and I was like, I don't think Andy has a YouTube account, right? I'm pretty sure that that's the deal. They're on Kick, and there was drama with YouTube years ago or some shit that I don't know anything about. So he wouldn't have a YouTube account, right? Okay, cool. So I just want to clarify, right? I just want to clarify here. This guy, all right, who's trying to criticize me on his Discord, which, by the way, got him a whopping 100% votes from his Discord followers, right? That's an amazing amount of support there. Is making fun of me, right? By the way, for the record, I've now made $92 just on this podcast. We haven't even gotten to like gameplay or anything yet today. And I made $92, okay? And climbing. Because by the way, there's ad revenue also that I make on my content and everything. So it's like, I made $92, right? He's going to criticize me for the way that I make my money. But he doesn't have a toilet. Maybe you should get a working toilet and then you can come and clap back at me. But I feel like you should get a working toilet first. And maybe one you can actually shit at somewhere else than a bucket or paper bag. Then maybe you could come back. This just seems a little desperate. I'm just saying, like, maybe this is what he was looking for. Maybe he wanted to get my attention today, so now we could start a feud or something. I don't know. But, I mean, that's pretty hilarious, right? Anyway. I should make... Oh, there you go. Joel Loft says, you should ask for turd contributions just to make your point. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? Please support the stream right now with turd contributions. Let's do it. Please support turd contributions right now. All right? Just to make the point about Cop. Let's do it. Right? Let's get the top turd Let's get someone to unseat Perry the White and sit on the golden throne. And let's see, the golden toilet throne, that is. And let's get someone to unseat, they call me T-Mac right now with a big tip, and get on top of the golden toilet throne as well. Let's do it. Sounds like a good idea.
I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.